brings us to Silicon Valley. And with a foghorn sounding behind us, that can only mean one thing, and that is it's time for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Eagles of Houston taking on the San Francisco 49ers. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys appear to have figured things out as of late, 4-2 over their last 6 games. Opposite him, the Niners' Kyle Shanahan. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading him out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have a pretty good game.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 18 carries, 92 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy looking to throw. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Ja'Cory Bennett has it. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they're led out by their rookie quarterback, the former Boilermaker from Purdue.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. And now they'll shift things around. Throwing to start the drive. Nash. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 pass.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. find your playmakers and give them the football.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offensive.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps getting the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Touchdown, Houston! Jamar Chase. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Houston defense we watch as they get set to go. And the interception the last time they were out there ended up leading to a touchdown.
So the only thing they didn't get really was the pick six, because that's what everyone wants. Take it immediately to the end zone, but their offense capitalized on the takeaway and turned it into the 6 points they were looking for.
Set them up pretty, got the touchdown, now they're back out there defensively. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
And the 49er first down.
Purdy now to throw. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Purdy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5. You look at this Eagle defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you. We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
on first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Intended for Christian McCaffrey. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Purdy. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 45 yards. That's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. And one area that stands out. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston. Jamar Chase, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Purdy. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Carter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Get set, get set.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy under pressure, and they got to him again. Zach Bond. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. This one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Open man down the field, it's Bowers. And he will finally be taken down up at the 43. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nash looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. So they're backed up in the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Niners' 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
49ers nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has
taken it right down Broadway. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ayuk going to go in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing here, Purdy. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. And his kick is indeed good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Eagles' offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jamar Chase on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now the try here for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Eagles.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
49er first down.
Get set, get set.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Eagles.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
The Niners on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And oh, he's just going to be... Short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Purdy on a sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
18, what's up?
Back to throw. Purdy. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Get set, get set. Up, 18, what's up?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Purdy. And he's going to be dropped. Back. The 15-yard line. Nolan Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
He's got the hook up with Downs. Out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Chad Ryland on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game.
49ers 6.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Throwing to start the drive. Nash. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spreading around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
First down, Houston.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
Jamar Chase on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
49ers 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Shifts by him. He's still on his feet. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game. But one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. From the 22, Purdy. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Amari Barno in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. 3rd and 12.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Looking to throw. Purdy. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Waste of time.
On 2nd and 10, Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 18. And the 49ers first down.
They'll look to throw again. Got Dobbs over the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First down. 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Purdy from the gun. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Purdy with a blitz coming. And pressure gets to him again. Jalen Carter drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain well behind. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds. Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Bernardo Green on the coverage.
Off play action. Nash. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Nash. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
12-yard line.
Outside.
time running short here. They'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where, well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jamar Chase, 71 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. 49-6. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Purdy off the play fake. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. Down the left sideline. He's on his way. Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Niners are able to claw one back. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now out comes Houston. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play. Oh, the turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Out of the gun, Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to get this inside the 30. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Jet sweep, Dobbs. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. Purdy looking to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Shotgun now with Purdy. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Well, this offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They've got his man, complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 79 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Raiders 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. Shakir hauls it in. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the 49ers first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Purdy. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
At the 30-yard line.
Motion man is Shakir. Here's Purdy. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Purdy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Following the fumble recovery, Nash. Down the right sideline. Down the sideline he goes. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Devontae Smith with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the... And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coach is screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jalen Carter. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot. Backed up. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. The Eagles' offense set to begin their next drive. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Back now here in Santa Clara. 2nd and 7 from the 20. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon. As they stop him behind the line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Get set. Up. 18.
Back to throw, Purdy. Out of the right, this is Cruz. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So now out comes this offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Jair Brown who's got it.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week, and how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
49ers 20.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, this offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show, as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. And not liking the look, they'll change the play. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Chase. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Parker, you and I have struggled with this
and now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Now he's into the clear again. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
Throwing here, Purdy. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
At the Eagles' 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. Purdy. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And he's got it inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, 47 yards. And the Niners are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Ryland, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nash escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway. But the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Nash. And he is caught. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
2nd down and goal.
Operating from the gun, Nash. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there's a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make.
Well, he's trying to plow ahead, but I don't think he got there. He did it. That's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. Oh, it's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever...
Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there for Houston. 61 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st-and-goal situation. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
27.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that hurt.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. 27. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And out come the Eagles. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for lopsided ball games. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this 5 interceptions. What does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could...
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And able to get this out to the 25. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of 37 yards. First down, Eagles.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Nash. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Watch out!
Looking to throw. Purdy. He's going to let it fly. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Nash looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level.